Paul now, they have the leverage. As my golden rule of trades is, when a star player said, I want out, get him out of town. Because every day, every month, every trading deadline that passes, the power goes to the agent and the star player. Because now everybody knows it's official. Pelicans have to trade him. And frankly, with Zion Williamson coming to town, they probably have to trade him soon, in the next month. If you really want a clean break, start over. Give Zion a draft pick, get the team. And everybody knows LeBron and the Lakers, right? They want him, and we know Anthony Davis has said there's 3 teams I want. So let's eliminate Boston. Because Anthony Davis has shown no interest in Boston. Danny Ainge has shown no interest in losing a trade, and he's not giving up Jason Tatum without guarantees. So let's just take Boston out of it. Anthony Davis has said Knicks, Clippers, Lakers. That's where I'll play. So that's where he's going to end up. Let me eliminate the Knicks. They don't have any players. They have better draft picks. They've got no players. You can't win with a bunch of 19-year-olds in this league. You want to get some players. You got to get some guys who can play and are proven. You can't have 9 draft picks with Zion and Drew Holiday. So take the Knicks out. They don't have the players. Let's take the Clippers out. I'm told the Clippers, Jerry West, they're lukewarm on Anthony Davis. They're not going to cobble together a package the Knicks or the Lakers would. They like him. They love Kawhi Leonard. They'll sell the farm for Kawhi. They won't for Anthony Davis. Okay, so now that leaves the Lakers, who I think have an advantage. So remember my initial premise. You've got to be able to go to your owner as an executive and say, we won the trade. Here's what I believe the Lakers would have to give up to get Anthony Davis. There's a story out today. The Pelicans and Griffin love Brandon Ingram. He's going. We also know the Lakers have the 4th pick. Griffin's going to want another pick, right? They're rebuilding, right? So he's going to take Brandon Ingram. Griffin loves him. We know he likes picks, so they'll take the 4th pick. My belief is they'll try to get the Lakers' 1st-round pick next year, but that's not important for this segment. Push it off. But I also believe they'll want Lonzo Ball. People are telling me Griffin and the Pelicans like Lonzo. And by the way, if you've got Zion and you got Brandon Ingram, you got 2 young guys who can score, but they're not really, you need a guard that can create things for them and they can finish. They're not like spot-up shooters, right? Lonzo works. And then the Lakers would be able to they would land Anthony Davis and keep Kyle Kuzma. So let's look with my proposed trade what the Pelicans could take to their owner. David Griffin could take to his owner Lonzo Ball, Zion Williamson, All-Star Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram, and the number 4th pick. You can absolutely take that to Gail Benson and say, this is amazing. This is unbelievable. You can say, we got the 2 Laker players we liked outside of LeBron. We loved Ingram, we liked Lonzo. They gave us both and the 4th pick. Now let's see what Rob Pelinka can say to Jeannie Buss. Here's what the Lakers can say. Hey, we didn't have to give up Kyle Kuzma. He's the guy like Brandon Ingram, except unlike Brandon Ingram and Lonzo, Kyle Kuzma can stay healthy. And the Lakers have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kyle Kuzma. That's an exceptional front court. And one of the hardest working players, Josh Hart, in the backcourt. So Rob Pelinka can go to Jeannie and say, I got you a 2nd star, and we got you the young player, the hard worker, leadership qualities, stayed in college, never gets hurt. You got to be able to go to the owner and say, I think we won the deal, whether you did or not. And I think David Griffin could do it if he gets Brandon, Lonzo, and a 4 pick. And I believe Rob Pelinka can do it if he says, I got you a 2nd star and the 1 young player who never gets hurt and has shown real leadership qualities. So I think that's the Lakers' advantage. I'm not saying I'm not crossing my fingers on this. I would prefer more stars come to my hometown. But I'm just telling you, I think I've been told that before. In fact, I was told years ago by a general manager, assistant general manager in the NBA. It's a funny story, but I won't go too far into the story, but he said, sometimes, like your 2nd-round pick, or if you have a later pick, like an 18th, 20th pick in the NBA, and you don't think he's ever going to be a starter for you, Sometimes you just take the guy who was pretty good in the NCAA tournament because it's the only college basketball the owner watches. And if you have an international player the owner's never seen, and he's not significantly better, according to your scouts, than the kid at the Final Four who were Elite Eight that was good, and your owners, they have them both. You have the grades are equal. Take the domestic Elite Eight Final Four American kid over the international guy because the owner watched the kid in the Final Four and can go to his rich buddies and go, yeah, I love that kid. I saw that kid at Kansas. He was fantastic. And he can tell his wife and his mistress and his rich friends, yeah, I know a lot about basketball. That was my pick. I like it. It's hard to sell the kid from Dusseldorf that nobody saw play. So appeasing your owner in these professional sports leagues, it is a thing. All right, we're packed today. Baker Mayfield in Cleveland. Baker calls out Duke Johnson yesterday, or did he? That coming up. Nick Wright, too. And I'm going to have one of my favorite segments ever on the show today.
Ever? I
am going to anoint 10 young people, men and women in America, as the next great thing.
Ooh.
A lot of pressure. These are the 10 stocks in American sports to buy. And they're all 22 years of age or younger.
Okay.
Very excited for this. I'm wearing Raptor black today.
How is that Raptor black?
You know what? It is in Los Angeles. Everything. The sun.
That is a gray shirt.
It depends on the lighting. 66% of men start to lose their hair by their mid-30s. And if you start to see it go, it may be too late. You got to get on that. And thanks to science, baldness is much more